Morning students. In last class we have solved problems based on the applications of linear equations in one variable. In today's class, based on that we are going to solve exercise 3.2. So the first question tells us that if you subtract 1 by 2, if you subtract half from a number and multiply the result by 1 by 2, you get 1 by 8. What is the number? Here they told to find out the number. Again, what they given the condition? See, if you take that number, if you subtract any number, means that particular number from 1 by 2 and multiply the result by 1 by 2, you will get the answer 1 by 8. We have to find which number is that. See a solution. They told to find out the number, no? See, let the number be x. See, okay, they told to find out the number. See, according to the question, so what they told means, if you subtract half from a number, we have assumed here x is a number. If you subtract half, okay, from a number and multiply this result, multiply the result by half, you will get 1 by 8. Okay, they are told to find out this number. Okay, this number in such a way that if you subtract half from this number and if you multiply this result by 1 by 2, you are going to get the answer 1 by 8. Here you have to find out the value of x. Now see, students, according to the question we got this condition. Okay, now this is easy to solve, yes or no? Now see, we want the value of x here. What we will do is, we will reduce this half. We don't want half here. What we will do? To reduce this half, what we will do? Multiplying both sides by 2. Say multiply both sides by 2. What it will happen? See, x minus half multiplied by 1 by 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 1 by 8 multiplied by 2. Now see, here 2 get eliminated, means 2 will get cancelled. What is remaining? X minus 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 8. Okay, say 2 ones are 2 fours are. This is nothing but x minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 4. Now we want to know the value of x here. Yes, what we will do? We will transpose this half to the RHS. What it will happen? X is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. So what we will write here? Transposing 1 by 2 to the RHS. Okay, this implies x is equal to, simplify this, here the denominators are not the same. If the denominators are not the same means we are going to take the LCM of 4 and 2. What is the LCM of 4 and 2? The LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. You know na, to simplify this. 4 ones are 2 twos are. 1 ones are 1 plus 1 twos are 2. Say x is equal to 3 by 4. Therefore, the number is 3 by 4. You do verification and see, we will do verification. Okay. Now see, verification. Say x minus 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 2. We want the answer as what? 1 by 8. So what we took here x? It is 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 2. Okay, now see, we will simplify this part. What is the LCM of 4 and 2? The LCM of 4 and 2 is what? The LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. 4 ones are 2 twos are 3 minus 2 multiplied by 1 by 2. What is 3 minus 2? 3 minus 2 is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 multiplied by 1 by 2 is 1 by 8. Means this is correct. Yes or no? See here. Which number is that? The number is 3 by 4. Okay. So next problem we will see. Say only few problems I am going to solve here. Okay. The rest all you have to try by yourself. Say a third problem. The base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is 4 integer 2 by 15 centimeter. What is the length of either of the remaining equal sides? Now see here students, the base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter. The word isosceles means, what is the meaning of isosceles triangle? What is isosceles triangle? A triangle in which two sides are equal and the another side is not equal. That is nothing but a isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle, two sides are going to be equal. Okay. The base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is 4 integer 2 by 15 centimeter. So what is the length of either of the remaining equal side? They told, see students, see here, think this is an isosceles triangle. In this isosceles triangle, these two sides are equal. Okay. What is isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle means a triangle in which two sides are equal. Okay, these two sides are equal. You think. The base of an isosceles triangle, this they have given 4 by 3 centimeter. Think here, ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB and AC are equal. Okay. And here BC is a base. What they are given? Base. The base of an isosceles triangle they are given 4 by 3 centimeter. And the perimeter as they have given. What is the perimeter? The total length. Okay. The total length of the side of a triangle is nothing but a perimeter. Yes or no? What is perimeter? The total length of the side of the triangle is nothing but a perimeter. So what is the length of either of the remaining equal side? They are asking us what is the length of this equal side. See, they have given here two conditions. They are given here two quantities or two datas. What is that? The perimeter of an isosceles triangle they have given and the base of an isosceles triangle they have given. Yes, we have to find out what is the length of this equal sides. We have to find out here. See a solution. See a, let the length of each of equal sides be x. Okay, you can take any different variable also. let the length of each of equal sides be x. We don't know, no, we are taking here x. Okay. Now what is perimeter? Perimeter is total length of the side of a triangle. See here, perimeter of isosceles triangle is equal to, see here, x plus x plus x plus x plus 4 by 3. Yes or no? Perimeter means the total length of the side of a triangle. Yes. Now what they are given? Perimeter of an isosceles triangle. In the question they are given the perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 4 integer 2 by 15 is equal to x plus x is what? 2x plus 4 by 3. So this implies this is in a mixed fraction. Convert into a improper fraction. 15 4s are 60. 60 plus 2 is 62 by 15 is equal to 2x plus 4 by 3. So this implies, just I will interchange that here, 2x plus 4 by 3 is equal to 62 by 15. Just I written like this here. A is equal to B, what students? B is equal to A, no? The same thing, this quantity I took here and this quantity I took here. Now I want to know what is the length of the equal side, that is x. So this implies we will eliminate this 4 by 3. To eliminate this 4 by 3, what we have to do? Transposing 4 by 3 to the what? Transposing 4 by 3 to the RHS. What is that? 2x is equal to 62 by 15 minus 4 by 3. What is the reason? Transposing 4 by 3 to the RHS. Okay. See here, what is the LCM of 15 and 3? What is the LCM of 15 and 3? 3 1s are, 3 5s are, 5 1s are. Therefore LCM is what? 3 into 5 is 15. The LCM is 15. The LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. 15 1s are, 3 5s are. 62 1s are 62 minus 5 4s are 20. So 62 minus 20 is how much? It is 42. Say is equal to 42 by 15. Now see here. Okay. Now see here students, we want the value of x here. What we will do? We want the value of x. Yes, we want the value of x here. So for that, what we have to do? Dividing both sides by 2, right? What it will become? 2x by 2 is equal to 42 by 15 multiplied by 2. Dividing both sides by 2. Now see here. Dividing both sides by 2, if you done means here 2 will get cancelled. This implies x is equal to 42. What is 15 2s are? 30. 15 2s are is 30. Say what we have done here? Dividing both sides by 2. Okay. So this implies x is equal to Now say students, 42 by 30, cancel this. 2 1s are 2 5s are 2 2s are 2 1s are 3 5s are 15, 3 7s are 21. This implies x is equal to 7 by 5. So keep it in a mixed fraction. 5 ones are 5, 7 minus 5 is 2. So how we are going to keep this? 7 by 5 is equal to quotient remainder by denominator. It is one integer 2 by 5 centimeter. So what we can tell? Therefore, the length of equal sides is nothing but one integer 2 by 5 centimeter. So this conclusion statement is very, very important. Therefore, the length of equal sides is one integer 2 by 5 centimeter. Okay. Now we will see the next problem. See our next fourth one. See a student, in exercise 3.2 only which problems are different, that only I am solving. Okay, which are similar, no, I am not solving. You have to try that. Say fourth one, sum of two numbers is 95 if one exceeds the other by 15, find the numbers. Now see students, sum of two numbers is 95. Means if we add two numbers, the answer will be 95. Okay. Again what they given? If one exceeds the other by 15. Means suppose if one number we took x. Okay. We don't know which number is that. If one number is x, the other number will be x plus 15. Means it will be, compared to this, the second number will be more than 15. Okay. If a first number is x, the second number if you took it as y, the y number will be, it is x plus 15. Means compared to first number, the second number will be 15 times 15. Okay. It is x plus 15. Okay. It is not 15 times. If the first number is x, the second number will be x plus 15. They want to tell this one. Now see, sum of two numbers is 95. If one number exceeds the other by 15, means the first number if you took it as x, the second number will be more by 15. They want to tell here. Okay. Find the numbers. Which numbers are those? We have to find out here. So solution, let the first number be, x. Okay, let the first number be x. See, according to question, according to question. See, sum of two numbers. First number we took it as x. Sum means addition. What they are given hint here? If one exceeds the other by 15, means the second number will going to exceed by 15. If first number is x, the second number will going to exceed by 15. The sum is they have given is equal to what? 95. Okay. Now we are going to calculate this. We have to find out which number is that. Okay. Now see here, x plus, we will remove the bracket here. Okay, is equal to 95. In my algebra, like terms can be added. What is 1x plus 1x? It is 2x plus 15 is equal to 95. So this implies 2x is equal to, we want the value of x, no? We will transpose this number to the RHS. If you transpose, the sign will going to be changed. It will be 95 minus 15. What is 95 minus 15? It will be 80. So that is what we have done here. Transposing 15 to RHS. Now see, this implies x is equal to, now see, we want to find the value of x. We want to find out the value of x. To find out the value of x, what we will do is, see here, divide both sides by 2. If you divide both sides by 2, definitely here this 2 will going to be eliminated. This implies x is equal to 2 ones are 2 40s are. It is x is equal to 40. So what we have done here, dividing both sides by 2. Okay, find the numbers. Therefore, the numbers are 40. Okay, the first number we took it as 40, and what about the second number? 40 plus 15, it is 55. Okay, now add these two. Is it 95 here? 55 plus 40. What is 55 plus 40? Is it not 95? Yes. And first number is 40 and the second number is 15 more than the first number. Yes or no? This is what we got. It is correct. Therefore, the numbers are 40 and 55. Okay. Now we will see the next problem. Next here, sixth one, 3 consecutive integers add up to 51. What are these integers? So here students, 3 consecutive integers add up to 15. I told that in last class consecutive means, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. These are consecutive numbers. Okay. Now see, consecutive means after 1 2 will come, after 2 3. after 3 4, that is nothing but consecutive. See here 2 4 6 8, these are consecutive, 4 consecutive multiples of 2. Yes or no? These are the 4 consecutive multiples of 2. See after 2 4 only will come, no? After 4 the multiple of 2 is 6 only come. After 6 8 only will come. Yes? Now see 1 3 5. These are the 3 consecutive odd numbers. These are the 3 consecutive odd numbers. See 1 is here odd number. Yes? After 1 the next odd number is 3 only, no? Means after 3 the next odd number is 5. Okay? This is nothing but a consecutive. Consecutive means it will follow a pattern. Suppose here 11, 22, 33. These are the 3 consecutive multiples of 11. After 11, 22 will come. Yes or no? After 11, the multiple of 11 is 22 only. After 22, the multiple of 11 is 33. See, if I tell this is not a 3 consecutive multiples of 11. Consecutive. See, after 11, what is the multiple of 11? 22. See, here these 3 numbers are not a consecutive multiples of 11. This is just a multiple of 11. What I am telling, this is just a multiple of 11. Consecutive means after 11, 22 should come. Here 22 not came. This is not a consecutive multiples of 11. This is just a multiples of 11. Consecutive means the next number should come. We can tell that. Now see, 3 consecutive integers add up to 51. Means integers, 3 consecutive integers are there, which we don't know here. Okay. If you take 3 consecutive integers, the sum will going to be 51. So which are those they have told? Which integers are those? If we add 3 integers, the answer will come 51. So which 3 consecutive integers are those they are asking here? Okay. Now see here, we don't know, right? Here we will take, let us assume here, let 3 consecutive integers, 3 consecutive integers are, or let 3 consecutive integers, are, we will take x. Suppose here x means, suppose I take any integer 1. Okay, I don't know here which is that. So next, what is the next integer? 1 plus 1, it will be 2. Yes or no? Here after this 1 plus 1 plus 1, it will be 3. But we don't know here which number which integer I should have to take here. That's why we took here x. The next integer will be x plus 1. After this it will be and x plus 2. Okay, let 3 consecutive integers are x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. See, according to question, so what they are given? The 3 consecutive integers add up to 51. Means add up means that is the addition of these 3 integers. We are getting the sum 51. Okay. Now see, simplify this. X plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 51. X plus x is 2x, 2x plus x is 3x. 1 plus 2 is 3 is equal to 51. So what is the next step? This implies 3x is equal to, we want the value of x, no here. We want the value of x here. What we will do? We will transpose this 3 to the RHS. It will become 51 minus 3. What we will write? Transposing 3 to the RHS. So this implies 3x is equal to, what is 51 minus 3? 11 minus 3 is 8. Okay. Here it will become 4, that is nothing but 48. So this implies we want to know the value of x here. Yes, we want to know the value of x. What we will do? We will divide both sides by 3 because to eliminate this 3. So dividing both sides by 3. 3 will get cancelled. 3 ones are, 3 ones are. Here 1 will remain. 3 6 are 18. This implies x is equal to 16. Now see here. Therefore, 3 consecutive integers are, which are those? 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. 17 plus 17. 16 plus 2 is 18. Now we will do this verification here. Verification. So add this number, see whether we will get, see whether we will get 51 or no. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 51. Okay, this is correct. Now we will see the next problem. On 8th problem, 3 consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order and multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively, they add up to 74. Find these numbers. Now see students, same question but something, the condition they have given is different. What they have here, 3 consecutive integers are such that, means again they are given it, we have to take 3 consecutive integers. How they are means, when they are taken in increasing order and multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively, they add up to 74. Means here 3 consecutive integers are there. Okay, here 3 consecutive integers are there, consecutive. Okay, if what they told means, how these 3 consecutive integers are there means, when they are taken in increasing order, definitely if you take consecutive integers means they will be in increasing order, and multiplied by, suppose if I multiplied this consecutive integer by 2, 3, 4, they add up to, the addition will going to be 74. Okay, suppose I took here x is first, first consecutive integer and second integer as x plus 1 and third integer as x plus 2. Okay, and if you multiply the first consecutive integer by 2, second integer by 3 and third integer by 4, and if you add this, the answer will going to be 74. We have to find out which 3 consecutive integers are those. Okay. See a solution. Let 3 consecutive integers be. Okay, x, the next integer will be x plus 1 and x plus 2 respectively. See, according to the question, what is that? First integer we are going to multiply by 2 and second integer it is by 3 and third integer by 4. This sum will going to be 74. So we have to find out which those 3 consecutive integers are. If you take these 3 consecutive integers and if you multiplied the first consecutive integer by 2 followed by second integer 3 and third integer by 4, their sum will going to be 74. Okay, we have to find out the value of x here. See, this implies solve this 2x plus 3x plus 3 ones are 3 plus 4x plus 4 twos are 8 is equal to 74. Now see here, your like terms can be added in a algebra. Yes or no? Now see here, 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. It will be 9x plus. What is 8 plus 3? 11 is equal to 74. So this implies 9x is equal to 74 minus 11. What we have done here? We have transposing 11 to the RHS. Transposing 11 to the RHS. Okay. So this implies 9x is equal to, what is 74 minus 11? 4 minus 1 is 3. 7 minus 1 is 6. It is plus 63. 63. So this implies x is equal to 60. See here. Now we want to know the value of x here. What we will do? We will divide both sides by 9. If we divide, what it will happen? 9 will going to eliminate. 9 ones are 9 sevens are. So this implies x is equal to 7. Therefore, the 3 consecutive, which are the 3 consecutive integers, definitely it will be 7, 8, 9. We will do verification also for this. What we will write here? Therefore, 3 consecutive integers are, which are those? 7, x plus 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. X plus 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. Okay. Now we will do the verification. Say first they told the 3 consecutive integers are in increasing order, okay, and for that increasing order we have to multiply here 2, 3 and 4. Their addition will going to be 74. We will check that. 2 multiplied by 7, okay, the first integer. The next is 3 multiplied by 8 plus 4 multiplied by 9. So do this simplification. 2 7s are 14, 3 8s are 24, 4 9s are 36. What is 14 plus 24 plus 36? 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. They are given the same thing, no? Okay, what they are told? The sum of 3 consecutive integers are in such a way that if you multiplied 2 for first consecutive integer and 3 for second integer and 4 for third integer, their addition will going to be 74. How we are going to multiply? Following the increasing order. For 7, here pattern is there. For 7, 8, 9, we are multiplying 2, 3, 4. The addition will going to give 74. Which are those integers? 7, 8 and 9. So in next class we are going to solve. In exercise 3.2 few more questions are there. Okay. We will see in the next class. Thank you.